Hey, it's your auntie Ling Ling. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and thank you so much for clicking onto this video. So I have a few things to talk to you guys about. So as you can see from the title of this video, it is a part 2 of testing out Jeffree Star Cosmetics because the first one I failed. The products didn't really fail, it was me, and I do apologize for not being a good enough reviewer, so I'm definitely gonna like make more effort and do more research before I film a video, because a lot of you guys were saying you're not meant to put that much concealer on Ling, you're meant to dot it, and I was like, shit. So basically, your auntie Ling's getting old and she's like losing her mind. I did actually watch that video, but I just forgot. I'm sorry. So in today's video, I thought, why not I film it again and show you guys how I made these products work. In the previous video, the highlighter didn't work for me and I kind of want to give it a second chance. I haven't played with it since the first video that I filmed it with. The reason why it's because it just my body didn't gravitate towards it. I also want to talk to you guys about the Thirsty palette as well. Without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is do my eyebrows. I like to do my eyebrows before I do my whole entire makeup. Sometimes I do my eyebrows last, but it gives me anxiety. I'm gonna use my all-time favorite, which is the Precisely My Brow from Benefit. I am in the shade 6. I'll leave some links down below in case you guys are like interested in checking them out. So I'm just gonna line the bottom part first. Then I'm gonna lightly, with a very light hand, do the top part of my eyebrow. Okay, I kind of went a bit dramatic on the arch, but it's okay. And then what's so cool about this product is that it comes with a spoolie as well, so I'm just gonna brush it through. Every brow product has to come with a spoolie, because the one thing I learned about brows is that if you blend your brows out, they look so much more like fluffy, and you can either make them more natural or you can intensify them by adding more products on, and it just gets rid of that clumpy product look on the brows. And then always set your eyebrows. It is so important to set your eyebrow, guys, because I've noticed that whenever I set my eyebrows, my eyebrow hairs just look so much more better, and it actually like makes them look a little bit more, not natural, but more like, oh, is she wearing eyebrow products? I can't tell if she's wearing eyebrow products. But it looks good though. I love using the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit as well. Been using these two products for literally like 2 years, and like I've tried so many brow products and I always gravitate towards them too. Eyebrow! Not eyebrow. Okay, so now that I look semi-normal with my eyebrows on, I'm now gonna go ahead and prime my skin using the Smashbox Crystallized Primer. This is so hydrating on the skin. It feels like water, like really nice, lightweight water. Oh, it kind of stings. Awkward, but it's okay. I'm just gonna carry on. My skin's tough, can handle it. I'm gonna put a little bit on my forehead. I don't want my forehead to be too shiny. I like my forehead to look matte, and just down here just looks glowy. Who else is like that? Next, I'm gonna go in with the I don't know why I said that. Then next, I'm gonna go in with the pure. I don't have to say it. Pure? There's no E at the end, so I don't know how to say this. Purr. Is it Purr? Gonna go in with the Purr Cosmetics 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. I've been using this recently, and I must say, Purr knows what they're doing with this foundation. It's not gimmicky, even though there's like 100 shades. I thought, okay. You first of all, Pure. Well done. But second of all, it was like a moment that we've all been waiting for, but when it happened, it was like, okay, but is it good though? Are you just doing it to gain media attention? But no, it is a good foundation. It's medium coverage. It sets like semi-matte, semi-dewy, like in between, not too matte, not too dewy, so it's perfect. You can play around with it. There's a lot of playtime with it as well, so you can layer it on and layer it on and layer it on, and it does not set unless you set it yourself with powder. So it's a pretty cool foundation. I recommend testing it out first before officially buying it, because I think it's like $36, and when I found out the price I was like, oh shit. And you can either pump it out or you can apply it on like this. I like to apply it on like this because it just feels really cool. Now that the base and the eyebrows are on, let's go ahead and talk about the concealers now. I'm gonna go ahead and dab it on, not put loads of layers of concealer on like I did in the first video. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did that. I feel so embarrassed for filming that video. I don't know how I forgot to know how to use this concealer. I think it just slipped my my mind just quite naturally. So some people were saying that this concealer shade is not for me. However, if you saw my previous video where I speak about how to grow your Instagram platform, make sure you guys check it out. I used that concealer and that concealer looked so good on me. Even though the color is like so much more lighter, like ridiculously lighter, it still looks good. And I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna dab it in the inner corner of my eyes because I like to brighten up there. And that's all I'm doing. Literally that much. And it feels so weird to do my concealer like this. And I'm going to use the shade C22 to contour. This shade is C14, by the way. I don't know why I did not mention that in my previous video. I'm just old. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use a beauty blender and just blend it out. Ooh, look at that. It quickly blended out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the contour. And then with the remaining concealer on the sponge, I'm just gonna use that to contour my forehead as well. Okay, to me, that looks really good. This is how I like my contour slash bronzer to look. So I don't really contour like traditional contour. I kind of just use a shade where it's quite warm to quickly contour and bronze up my face. I don't use a traditional grey undertone bronzer because I am yellow undertone, like yellowy, olivey, goldeny, whatever you want to call my undertone. I'm warm. Put grey on warm, not working. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and powder my face. I'm not gonna use the Jeffree Star powder because I didn't buy the like translucent shade or the pink shade because I feel like those shades would work with me. But because I've been spending so much money on makeup and skincare, I kind of want to like lay away from buying so much makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Laura Mercier, which is like my go-to powder, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more powder on top just to like bring out more color, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. These two work really well together. You just got to be careful not to put too much of this on top of this because it's gonna look really cakey. She is so well loved, guys. Look at that. Look at that. I am not ready to say goodbye to her. No, I don't want to waste any Laura Mercier. Spit out my face. Come on, Laura, get in there. I'm just gonna bake just a little bit, even though that's like a lot. Just gonna put the remaining on the hand. That way I'm not wasting any products. And then I'm gonna squeeze my beauty blender really, really tight so it looks like a flat pancake, kinda. And then just like put the powder on top of the concealer like this. And then kind of shake my nose as well because my nose needs to look small. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna use like a tulip shaped brush and just brush off the excess. So I only left the Laura Mercier powder on for like literally 5 seconds. I don't like to bake for too long because like I said, I want my skin to look nice and dewy. My base looks so good. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And then with the Charlotte Tilbury powder, I'm just gonna use a big fluffy brush and just apply the powder very lightly over my whole entire face. And yes, I am setting the contour with a powder that does not match the contour, but it's okay though because we're gonna bring out the contour again with some bronzing. Okay. Is it cakey? No, not cakey at all. The other day, I wore the concealer out and about at a Spice Girls concert, and oh my god, the concealer stayed put pretty much the whole entire day. I was screaming my heart out. I was crying because it was the most emotional concert I've ever been to, and that concealer just still stayed in place. And I'm so happy that this concealer works for me now because these concealers are what, like £20 I think, and like, you know, that's not too expensive and it's not too cheap. It's like in the middle. And like when you work hard, you want to make sure that the things you buy work for you. I'm now going to go ahead and bronze my skin using the Laura Mercier bronzer in 04. See what I mean by the bronzer just brings out the contour again. I love using bronzers that are a little bit in like the reddish undertone category because it works as a blusher as well. So it's like a 2-in-1 almost. So it's like I don't really need to put blusher on. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I don't have to. Look at the difference. It's so flat over here, then over here I'm like, yes, chiseled. What I find so interesting about Jeffree Star Cosmetics is that why is it not like easily available in England? Like why is it not in Boots or Debenhams or House of Fraser or any of those stores? Like why is it online? Like we have a Morphe in England, it's in Stratford, Westfield, and it's like, isn't it in there? Is it in there? Well, what I mean is why isn't Jeffree Star Cosmetics available in other stores? Like I would love to see Jeffree Star Cosmetics like easily available in Boots because Boots is like such a cool place to buy stuff because the Advantage card is so good. Anyone from England will know what I mean by the Boots Advantage card. It's like getting free money basically. So yeah, hopefully in the next few years he actually expands bans to England stores. So I'm gonna give my face a rest. I'm gonna go in with the eyes now. So in the previous video, unfortunately, the colors, such as these colors right here at the bottom, don't mind this finger by the way, I am getting them fixed tomorrow. It just didn't really like bang on my eyelids, and I just thought, you know what, why isn't it? And it's because I'm so silly, I forgot to put an eyeshadow primer on. And usually I feel like nowadays eyeshadows, most of them are so good you don't need an eyeshadow primer, but for this palette you actually do need an eyeshadow primer. Well, I need an eyeshadow primer. I don't know about you guys, but I need a good, strong, hefty 24-hour eyeshadow primer. So I found that the Too Faced 24-hour Insurance eyeshadow primer works really well with this eyeshadow palette. And what I like to do with this eyeshadow primer is I like to use a little bit, and then I use my ring finger just to warm up on the back of my hand, because I find that some eyeshadow primers, they get really like weird on the eyes. Like sometimes they dry out my eyelids and make them look like I have eczema on my eyelids. I mean, I have a little bit of eczema on my eyelids, but nothing major, which is why I neglect using eyeshadow primers. But for this palette, I'm gonna have to in order for the pigment to really pop and show. So I like to put 2 layers of the eyeshadow primer on just to make sure that I have enough. Sometimes 1 layer is just not enough in makeup. And also another thing about eyeshadow primers, whenever I put my base makeup on, whenever I put my foundation and concealer on, naturally it goes on my eyelids because I use a beauty blender to like pound my face. When I put the eyeshadow primer on top of that, it looks weird, like it proper like moves it around. I have no idea what type of eyeshadow look I'm gonna go for, so I'm literally just gonna wing it. I'm gonna do a better eyeshadow look compared to the other one. I'm gonna try my best to use as many colors as possible in this palette. I'm gonna go in with the shade Parks, and I'm gonna put that literally underneath my brow bone. I'm gonna use that as a natural highlighter. Does it even show it? It's funny because sometimes when I look at myself in the mirror, it looks different on camera. I don't know what to trust. Gonna go in with the shade Taste Bud. She's looking cute. She's like a cute peachy shade. Just gonna blow this out all over my eyelid. She's looking a little weak, but it's okay though. We're gonna mix her up with Beach. I feel like these shades that I'm putting on my eyelids would look so cute on the cheeks. Like, I wonder if Jeffree Star is ever gonna like release blushes, because I think they're so cute. I wonder if he'll ever release bronzers. Oh, I don't know if I'll buy anything from Jeffree Star Cosmetics for a very long time. When he releases his foundations, then I'll buy again. But right now, I'm quite satisfied with some of the products that I already purchased from him. Still in plain Beach. The eyeshadow color that I tried on the other day at the Spice Girls concert was Quench. I literally just used Quench all over my eyelids and it worked so well with the eyeshadow primer. For some reason, Beach and Taste Buds is not cooperating as well as I would like it to be, but it's okay. We're just gonna carry on. Gonna mix the shade Stroke and Drizzle together and deepen my crease. And I'm just using an Amazon brush. Love Amazon, they do a lot of good makeup brushes, guys. I have a love-hate relationship with this palette, I really do. It's like some colors work, some colors don't work for me, and I'm getting a little bit frustrated right now. I thought I figured it out. I thought using an eyeshadow primer will work for the whole entire palette, but I don't think it actually is. Anyone with monoliths who thinks they can't cut their crease, yes you can. I'm gonna go in with the shade Splash. Ah! Finally! Progress! Yay! So if you ever have trouble filling in your lash line, you want to get like a small brush and pick up the shadow and kind of just like push it into your lash line so it fills in like all the gaps. Because I find that, because I've got really small eyes, I need to use like really small brushes in order to get to like little tiny places. Coco! Did you want to come in? Mwah. Oh, okay, fine. I have no idea what color to use now, guys. I am so confused. I feel like bringing out another eyeshadow palette, and I never feel like that about any eyeshadow palettes. What is wrong with me? Oh, man. Let me go on Pinterest. Pinterest always helps me. Oh, this is a nice look, but she used another palette. Did she or did she mix? I think she mixed. Yeah, I think she mixed. You see that inner corner right here, guys? I'm gonna try and make that myself. In order to get that minty kind of color, I'm gonna go in with the shade Splash and mix it with Filthy Rich. Oh, she hit to work. Okay, made up my mind. this is my third time using this eyeshadow palette. I mean, the second time doesn't really count because I only used one eyeshadow. But I think it's safe to say now that I have a love-hate relationship with this palette. I'm not gonna say goodbye to it just yet. I'm still gonna use some of the colors, such as the middle row right here, because they are good. These colors right here work really well with pigment. As for these, it's just a no. I'm gonna go with my Morphe 39A palette. This is like my favorite go-to palette for the past like year. Every time I look in this palette, I find a new color that I didn't know existed. So yeah, I'm just gonna play around with this palette. I'm gonna use this brown, just deepen my eye socket just a little bit more. Oh yeah, this color is like literally bringing out the peachy undertones in the thirsty palette. Gonna go in with some roller liner by Benefit. Okay, looking a bit like Cleopatra right now. I messed up that eyeliner just a little bit, but we're gonna fix her. Gonna use my Micellar water and biodegradable cotton buds because, you know, I'm trying to like make effort and save the planet. And I'm just gonna like carefully fix this. Don't worry if it like washes away your foundation, because we can just use a bit of concealer just to like bring it back. And I just did the inner corner of my eyes just to like elongate it. And then to make this color pop a little bit more, I'm gonna go in with some Fenty liner. These are so bomb, by the way. Now that my lashes are on, I'm gonna go ahead and use Pretty Vulgar white eye pencil. Well, it's not really white, it's like creamy white, so it doesn't look too harsh on the eyes, because sometimes when you put a white eyeliner on, it's like, woo! Oh yeah. Literally gonna put it on my waterline. Oh, I'm so happy to be playing around with this eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. Really nice orangey browny yummy shade. And I'm trying my best not to put this on my waterline. Oh, that looks so bar. And then just to spice her up just a little bit more, I'm gonna go in and use the black shade in the Morphe palette and just kind of just a teeny bit put her on the lash line, not on the waterline, on the lash line, just like a teeny bit, just a smidge, just at the end right here. Okay, that's a bit too much. And I'm just gonna go in with a clean brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend her out just a little bit more and just connect her to my eyeliner, if you guys get my gist. Okay, the one thing that I am dreading the most is the highlighter. She's a good highlighter, just not up to my standard. She's a good highlighter for on camera, I think, and for photography as well, because she is so blinding. Like, you do not need to face tune this highlighter. And you know, I just don't like the fact that she just like flakes everywhere on my face, because, you know, I work so hard on my skin, and to have little flakes of like, you know, glitter all over my face, it just doesn't look good. I was going through my drawers and I found a highlighter that's very similar to I can open her. The Siberian Gold. I found this highlighter from Morphe called Spark. So here is a swatch difference. This is Spark right here at the top, and that is Siberian Gold. Now, you can tell Siberian Gold is a little bit more textured. There's a little bit more clumpiness. As for Spark, is a little bit more smoother and it's a little bit more lighter. And I like highlighters that are a little bit more lighter feeling. I don't really like a highlighter that's quite chunky, because look how much texture there is. And I only like put my finger in there like quite lightly, and only did it like twice, like 1, 2, and then bam. And I was talking to my friends about this, because I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was the only one who got this, and maybe I just got like a bad batch. But no, even my friends were telling me that even though it's such a good blinding highlighter, it's so good on camera, but in person it doesn't look that great. Please don't kill me. I am gonna put her on my face. I'm gonna use a flat foundation brush, and the reason why I'm using a flat foundation brush is because she's not gonna flake all over the place. If you have a highlighter that does flake all over the place, the best thing to use is a flat foundation brush. Pick her up just a little bit, tap her loads, literally tap her loads, and then just like gently pat her onto the skin, and this will avoid flaking. You don't want to do that because that's when it flakes everywhere. Kind of just want to tap her into the skin like this. And there you go. You know, the purpose of me doing this video is just to show you guys that when you buy a product and it doesn't work for you for the first time round, don't give up on the product. Figure out ways of how to make it work for you, so that way it's worth your money. Because I can't imagine how much money you guys spend on makeup, because I spend a bomb on makeup and skincare. And then on this side, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use Spark, and I'm gonna use this brush right here from Zoeva. This is the Face Shape brush but I'm going to use it as a highlighting brush. You see how like much smoother she just glides on. Oh, wow. So the reason why I like to use a highlighter that's a similar formula and texture to the Morphe Spark one is because when I use a brush like this, quite a fluffy brush, I can go ahead and just blend it out and blend it into the skin a little bit more and like blend out the edges as well, because you want to blend out the edges in highlighters. She looks so good. And then just with the remaining highlighter, I'm going to put a little bit on my nose and then on my cupid's bow as well. Sorry Jeffree, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put Morphe up there. Oh my god. I already spoke about the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. They are bomb, they are good. If you haven't seen my Jeffree Star review video, the first one, then you best go watch it because I was like, oh my god, these liquid lipsticks are so good. I'm gonna use the shade Celebrity Skin. So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this mini makeup tutorial slash part 2 of testing out Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm just gonna be real and be very transparent with you guys when it comes to reviewing products. I know Jeffree Star has a lot of like loyal fans that will probably kill me after seeing this video. But the thing is, you guys need to know other people's opinions. Like, I've been watching Jeffree Star for such a long time. Whenever he launches a video about his products, he raves about them, and you know, I believe in him, and to buy some of his products and find out that some of them just don't work out for me, it kind of upsets me because I like his work, and you know, I think he is a great artist. I feel like his packaging is beautiful. It's very like relatable to me because I'm all about being loud and colorful and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I just want to be real with you guys and just let you know that unfortunately some of his products just doesn't work for everyone. I really hope this video has helped you guys out. Don't forget to subscribe as well to my channel. I'm so close to 300k. It would mean so much to me if you guys subscribe, click the bell button and share with friends. It would mean so much to me. Don't forget to check out my other videos as well. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye!